Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate if you are new here, and today I filmed this quick, simple, everyday, kind of lazy makeup tutorial. It's kind of what I do when I don't have a lot of times in the morning, so I'm running late, or I just don't want to put too much effort in, but I want to put a little bit of effort in. It's pretty simple and natural, so stay tuned if you want to see how I did that. I just got out of the shower. And I'm just gonna put on a chapstick that I always use, the Vaseline Rosy. I'm gonna put on my moisturizer. It's the Tarte H2O moisturizer. Really dry skin, so this helps a lot. I'm just gonna go for like a simple, natural look today. Very minimal. This is kind of what I do when I want to wear makeup but not go like crazy. Like I just want to wear a little bit of makeup. So I let that sit for a little bit. Just so it gets tacky. And then I put my moisturizer or my foundation on. I'm wearing the foundation that I always wear. It's the Maybelline. Sorry, it's the Maybelline 24-hour foundation. I have like 2 or 3 foundations that I have going at once just from traveling and stuff. And they're all empty. I just want to make sure they're empty before I start a new one. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this with a flat top foundation brush. My brush is really dirty, I'm sorry. I've been sick and been slacking on cleaning and doing stuff I normally do, so I'm just going to put that on like I normally do. I like to apply my foundation with a brush before I will go on with the beauty blender on top of this. Just to make sure there's no uneven lines or brush strokes, or just to make sure it looks blended. I like my makeup to look pretty subtle and blended. I'm just looking in my mirror here in the corner too. You see me looking over this way, that's what I'm doing. Bring that down to my neck. And then I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge. I spray it with a little bit of rose water just so it's damp. And then I go in and make sure everything's blended. And I find if you want more of a lighter coverage foundation, I go in with the beauty blender just to apply a sheer coverage. But if I want like a full coverage foundation, or I don't want to waste as much product, I'll go in with my beauty blender because it's more sheer. It doesn't go on, what am I saying? It doesn't I find when you put on the Beauty Blender, it's more sheer coverage. And this thing soaks up quite a bit of product. So that's why I like to go in with the brush first. But if you wanted a sheer coverage, I would definitely go in with your Beauty Blender. So that's pretty blended. So then I'm just going to go in with my powder. What was that? I used the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. And I'm in the shade Fair. I'm just going to go and bake my under eyes with the Beauty Blender. I'm just using the same Beauty Blender. When I say Beauty Blender, it's not. It's Real Techniques. I think that's just like what I call all of them. And if I'm not using a Beauty Blender, that's what I call them. And I'm just going to go in with a powder brush and lightly set the rest of my makeup. And I like to take a smaller powder brush to just go in around my nose, around my mouth, just to get the little areas that the bigger brush won't. And I like to set, because I put foundation on my eyelids just to prep them for when I put shadows on. I like to set that with powder as well. So that's that. So now I'm just going to finish the rest of my face makeup how I normally do it. So I'm just going to take the Tarte Clay Play palette, and I'm going to go take the bronzer. I'm taking the lightest shade here. It's called Terracotta, for anybody wondering. And I lightly go into this, and I tap it. And I also brush it off of my hand a little bit, just because I'm so fair-skinned. This bronzer is super pigmented, so it shows up, and I'm not really going for a super intense look today, so I find it's just easier, because it's hard to take away. But you can always add more. Less is more. Bring it down my neck a little bit. Okay. And then I just take a big powder brush to make sure it's not a super harsh line. Don't like any harsh lines. I like everything to look pretty blended and seamless. So then while I have this out, I'm going to do my eyebrows. If I can find the brush. I kind of do my makeup in a weird order. I can't find the brush. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. And I go into the same palette here, and I just take this eyeshadow here, Smoke. It's this one right here. Oh my god, you can't even see that. It's this one right here. Again, I tap. And I just do a line on the top. And then I fill in. And then I do a line on the bottom of it. I bring it in a little bit just because I don't have as much hair here. And then fill in the bottom. And then I brush up when I get to the end here. Ooh. That's okay, we're gonna blend that out anyway. same. On this, I do the top line. And then I do the bottom line. This eyebrow is always harder to fill and do. I always have one brow that's like not there. Not as good as the other one. It's always this one. So there's that. I know it looks crazy right now because I have that little thing. But then I just take this spoolie brush and I smudge and blend it out and brush it up. And I can go in with just if I muck it up a bit, I go in with that. You can also go in with concealer later and fix that. If you ever, sometimes we'll go in with concealer and clean it up. I'm going for natural look today, so I'm not trying to go super crazy. So I'm done with that palette. So now I'm just taking this CoverGirl True Blend blush. It's really pretty. And it is in, what's happening? I think it's just called Blush. I think that's the name. Oh, it's deep mauve. Mauve, however you say it. So now I'm just taking my little blush brush. I'm dropping everything today. Oh my god. And now, going into my favorite part of makeup, which is highlighter. I'm using the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. And I just use this lightest shade in here. And it is called Lit. Here. And then take the same little brush. Tap off the excess. And just put it on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, cheek, right here, my cheekbones. And then I'm actually not gonna go super crazy with eyeshadow either. I'm going to take the bronzer in this palette. When I was younger, when I didn't have a whole lot of money on makeup, that's what I would do for makeup. I'm just taking this fluffy brush. And this is what I used to do. I didn't have a whole lot of money to spend on makeup. And you don't need to spend a whole lot of money on makeup, you really don't. And I just put this in my crease. And I'm just going to take my finger actually and take that same highlighter, that lit color, and I'm going to put that on the lid. That's all I'm gonna do for eyeshadow. You don't go like super crazy. Sometimes it's all I do. And then I'm going to dust off that powder that I have under my eyes before I forget. And I don't use concealer, but I find if I let that powder sit under my eyes, that powder has a little bit of coverage in it, so I find that by the time I brush that away, my under eyes look lighter than the rest. Obviously I put blush and bronzer and stuff, but I find that it looks lighter than like the rest of my face. That. Next, well, I'm just going to curl my lashes. Again, this isn't going to be super detailed, long, dropping everything tutorial. This is just like a quick, like, everyday tutorial when you don't have a whole lot of time. And if I don't put mascara on every day, I always curl my lashes because I find it just makes you look more awake. And sometimes I'll just leave chapstick on my lips. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to put on just this matte lipstick, and it's CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte Lipstick. And I think I rubbed the shade off, but I'll list it down below. I'll find it and I'll list it down below. I rubbed it's so old, but I like rubbed the name off. This is a really pretty nude lipstick. And it's not too dark, which I love. It's like a little bit different than my lip. It's like my lips, but better. It's really natural looking. Such a pretty color. Oh, I just dropped my mirror. I'm so clumsy. I'm literally dropping everything today. Okay. So now all I'm really going to do besides that, what am I saying? So, just curl my lashes. I put on that lipstick. And the only other thing I'm really going to do is I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara. If I can find it. I'm really unorganized right now. I wasn't really planning on filming, but I'm going to put on this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. It's my favorite mascara. I love this stuff so much. I'm so glad I tried this. I'm trying not to be loud, but I'm trying to clean at the same time. Okay. No one cares. Before I do that, I'm actually going to put on my setting spray. And it's just the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. It's really inexpensive setting spray. Let that set. Find sometimes too, if I go a little overboard with setting spray, sometimes I spray too much. I take the Real Technique sponge and I won't rub. I'll just kind of lightly pat. That way there's no streaking or anything. And it sets. Sometimes you go a little crazy and you're in your own little world, you just spray away and then you start like streaking. Anyway, Now I'm just going to take my mascara, and I like to, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I like to like scrape the excess off just because I don't like it to look super clumpy. Maybe scoot a little closer for this. And I actually just got a new ring light on Amazon. It was only like 20 bucks. And I don't know if it's making much of a difference, but I guess we'll see. And I'm just going to put my mascara on the top lashes today. I'm trying my hardest. Mascara is one of the hardest things for me to do on camera. Or in general. I just find no matter how careful I am, I always end up... That's way too close, I'm sorry. I always end up messing up my mascara. I'll like get it on my nose, I'll get it like on my eyelid or whatever. I always end up messing it up. Because I am a klutz. I'm a klutz. It's okay, I've accepted it. That's it. So, I'm going to take my hair down. I'm going to style my hair a little bit, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, so that's it. This is just a really simple, pretty, everyday, kind of lazy girl tutorial. Just pretty natural, pretty simple. It's really pretty. This is what I do when I go out, but I don't want to put too much effort in. But it's really simple and pretty. Oh my god, how many times can one person say simple? But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!